Hello Libra and welcome to the Summit Experience. I'm going to be doing a reading from the 1st to the 7th of October. Happy birth month to all my fellow Librans. I actually just made a really good friend who is a Libran, and his birthday was yesterday. So yeah, happy birth month to you guys. I have a Libra rising, so in a way, in a kind of sort of way, rising kind of sort of way, it is also my birth month. So I'm gonna claim it as one of my like I have 3 birthdays as far as I'm concerned. September 3rd, which is the sun sign, October 3rd, which is the rising sign. I have 3 birthdays, so I'm gonna celebrate the 3rd as my kind of sort of birthday. But anyways, let's get started. Hope you guys are doing great. Of course, if you want a private reading, please check the description box down below. Just look below the video. All the information you need for a private reading should be listed. And if there's anything you have, any question you have, please do not write it on here. My email is listed there very clearly. You shoot me an email, because going through, the hundreds of comments, not such an easy task, trying to find one in, a hailstorm of them. Especially when I post videos, I get several. So you can send me an email and that will be much better. All right, let's get started. And of course, that's if there's a question you have as pertaining to readings that you can't find, or some kind of comment you want to make. Let's get started. Surface mind. Let's see, first of all, Page of Cups, 8 of Cups, and the Magician. Okay. Surface mind for Libra from the 1st to the 7th of October. Temperance, Sagittarius, 9 of Swords, and the Emperor. So, trying to keep yourself balanced is what I'm seeing here. Trying to keep yourself balanced. You're thinking about finding some kind of stability. I feel like you've gone through some kind of a phase, or either you're going to be going through some kind of a phase, or you've gone through recently some kind of a phase that has had you question a lot about yourself. Question a lot about where you're standing in life, what you want to achieve, where you want to go. Some of you might have a Taurus, Capricorn, or Aries, or a Sagittarius on your mind. But it's like there's been a lot of anxiety as pertaining to a situation in your life. I'm getting there's some kind of anxiety and unfortunate unfolding, and it's like you're trying to keep yourself balanced and tempered, and you're trying to reel yourself back in. Get back stability. I feel like, and that makes sense because this is your birth month, and you're being highlighted very strongly right now. So it would be the right time to start making, kind of like resolutions, kind of like New Year's resolution type things. It will be the right time to start saying, okay, I need to work on this. I need to get rid of this person. Okay, this doesn't serve me. Okay, I made a mistake here. How can I do it better next time? That kind of thing. So that anxiety doesn't go anywhere. Unfortunate circumstances don't go anywhere. But we do have to learn from them. And as we move forward, hopefully carrying the lessons with us, we do better. Because I always say everything comes full circle. If you've had a problem with something, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. But how are you going to handle it the second time around if you survived it the first time? It's a question. What doesn't kill you should always make you stronger. Should. It doesn't always, because most people don't let it. But what doesn't kill you should always make you stronger. Ace of Pentacles was at the bottom of the deck right there. So 6 of Pentacles, together that makes a 7 of Pentacles and a Queen of Swords. Yes, I'm getting this energy like you're cutting out someone, or you're cutting out people. I feel like it's time for you to cut out some people, and to cut out things as well. I feel like you've been invested a lot in other people, and a lot of your time and energy into other people. You've been given a lot. But now it's like, what about me? I'm trying to save the world out here. I'm trying to make sure that, the balance. And you see, that's where you guys have to pay attention to your energy. What is the card of Libra? The justice. The scales. People will say justice means, the right and the wrong and whatnot. Yes, that's true. But it's about the healthy medium. And when And, you know, this is also what this card represents, the Temperance card, Sagittarius. This is actually exactly what it represents. 1 foot in water, 1 foot on ground. You know, she has 1 foot in water, 1 foot on ground, and she's mutating these two energies. You know, these two cups, trying to find a healthy balance between them. Taking out of one cup, pouring into the other to find a healthy medium. Because you have that tendency, as, of course, not to generalize, but as in your birth energy is that tendency to fall off balance. Sometimes trying to maintain balance, trying to help other people maintain their balance to the point where you start to fall off balance and you start to go off kilter. So now, how are you showing up? You need to start giving yourself enough time. Reciprocity is important in any relationship, in anything you do. Stop giving out freebies, Libra. Stop giving out freebies. You know, maybe a select few, but generally, especially if you've gone that far off kilter, stop giving up freebies. Cut out the people that are not there to serve you. Put some on timeout because they might be important later, or they might be really good friends and you don't want to end a, you know, great relationship. Maybe as a spouse, you don't want to end the marriage, but put them on timeout. Say, okay, I need some time for myself. I need to go on a cruise. I need to do something. I need to go eat at McDonald's. I don't know. I need some time to myself because I'm losing myself in trying to help you find yourself, in trying to help you find your balance. I'm losing myself. I'm sacrificing myself, and that's not okay. That's not love, because the deepest love is of self. And if you cannot respect and love self, you cannot respect and love others, at least not in a healthy way. So with that Queen of Swords, she has her sword down, but she does still have a sword. Now let's see your soul. Deeper consciousness. King of Pentacles. Value. Some of you could be doing an earth sign. The Seven of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Sword upright. The Death. Okay. And the Knight of Wands. Some of you are divorcing someone because of an affair, a husband, or separating from a baby daddy because of an affair. Could be a Scorpio, or maybe you, Libra, the one that has the affair, whichever way it goes. But I'm feeling like, again, I'm getting like this. Also, what I'm getting also, going back to that whole give yourself some time, because now the King of Swords has his sword upright. You know, as opposed to the Queen of Swords who had hers down. We have two major arcanas lined up here. We have two sword energies, King of Swords, Seven of Swords. We have two major arcanas, Death and the Fool. And this is exactly what happens after death. Well, actually, generally, after death will be the rebirth, which is the judgment. But those two cards kind of have the same energy to me. Because of, and I say that because the Fool is zero, starting from scratch after the death. Going back to those people that have been given too much. Again, I keep getting that it's time to put something to rest, Libra. And you know it's time. You know it's time. It could be a marriage, it could be something, but it's just like I need to get back to me. And I feel like it's revolving around whatever you found out or you saw or you went through during this last phase, or it's gonna be coming up and highlighting itself to you during this next stage, which, you know, your birthday month, starting, you know, with your birth month energy, is what I'm trying to say. Like for me, Virgo, when I went through mine, just, you know, September 3rd, my birthday, during that, things were highlighted to me. It wasn't such a feel-good energy. You know, I became sick, a lot of things happened, and really highlighted certain things to me about myself and what I was doing. And it's really not just starting now. It's been going on since the last Mercury retrograde. And it's just been pulling me, you know, Mercury rules Virgo. And I mean, for the past 3 months, I've just been dragged. Like, I feel like the universe has used me to wipe its ass. Like, you know when you go through things and you feel like, damn, like, does it ever get better? But I'm learning, instead of saying, you know, what more could happen, I say it only gets better. You know, little things like that, affirmations. Don't challenge the universe, you know. Can you do any worse? Can you get any worse? Oh, trust me, it can get worse. Don't challenge the universe. It will get better. It can only get better. Challenge the universe. In that way, speak positively, affirm. Anyways, not to ramble on, but I'm feeling like Libra, someone has been taken from you. Someone is taken from you. Someone is taken from you. I feel, and you need to put an end to this. Someone is stealing from you, Libra. Also at work, be careful. Someone might try to steal your ideas. And I feel like if that's the case, it would be someone higher than you. It wouldn't be like a lower employee. You might have like some kind of presentation and your boss will take the credit. Or your direct boss will take the credit of, you know, coming up with the idea or something of that sort. So you might want to guard yourself. And also, if you see before it happens, not that you should make a scene, but if you see someone trying to act a certain kind of way, you know, if they're acting suspicious, like let's say you present something to someone and then you notice that they've been talking about it with other people at work and, you know, all of a sudden, you know, they're selling it as their idea. Like, I thought of this thing, and then it gets back to you. You have the power right now to go up to them and say, don't do that shit. This is not the time. I am not the one. You know, because I feel like someone is going to try to do something and get away with it, is what I'm getting. Some of you is a marriage, and it's within a marriage, or it's your baby mama, baby daddy, is going to try to do something and get away with it. And you're going to have to set them very straight. But be careful also, because, and this is why I'm saying, like, talk to them, but don't, you know, attack. Because you're Libra, you should be good with words. And on the lower vibrational side, you might be too good with words. You know what I mean? Go over there cussing someone out. So be careful. Keep yourself tempered. Because I feel like with that sword upright, yes, he's with upholding justice, but there's a risk here that he might push that push it too hard where he might be out of a job. He might speak his truth, but speaking in a way that will have fingers pointing at him, or maybe not get his point across, and might end up having him out of a job. So be careful. Yes, you are being highlighted. Yes, things are going to be highlighted to you about yourself, about the people you have around you. But be careful as you're making this discerning. It is your right to do so, King of Swords. It is his right. He's the king. He's the master of his element. But that Queen of Swords energy and that Temperance energy really has to be administered during this time. You have to feed into it. Put the sword down. Have the sword. That's the sword of truth. Have the sword. But let it not be upright. Because you risk losing. You risk pushing it beyond what it's. Well, I'm not going to say it's not a big deal. If you feel the need to do this, then it will be a big deal. But how can I put it? Do what you have to do, but know that there are consequences to everything is the best way I can put it. And keep in mind the consequences of what could unfold, the consequences that could unfold if you, say, lashed out at someone, especially at work. That kind of thing. So speak your truth. I'm not telling you, you know, put up with that nonsense, but be aware that there are consequences and there are ways to, you know, to tackle a situation where you don't end up being the lesser in a situation where you're the one being done wrong. I hope that makes sense. That Queen of Swords again. I hope that makes sense. Past for Libra. The Strength, coming into your power. The Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles again. Strength, so you could do the Leo. Coming to power, taming oneself. The Emperor and the Page of Cups. Let's look here. The Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. Strength, withholding, confidence also. You know what I'm seeing here is like everybody kind of thinks you're good. But I'm worrying that you're not. Or maybe you were good back then, but I feel it's like everybody's seeing you in this pride element. Like you're seeing you as like some kind of a pride. Like not a proud person per se, but you have this pride. I feel like people are viewing you that way. And yes, you are, but I'm getting that they can't see beyond the surface. Maybe you're not letting them see beyond the surface. If you're dealing with a Leo, they should have come back into your life. I feel like this person would have been a husband or like the man in your life, maybe a baby daddy or something of that sort. I feel like they're gonna be coming or they're already back in your life. And maybe the old patterns that were there are starting to reemerge, which is why you're needing to start to keep yourself tempered and you needed to speak your truth, you know, without necessarily ruining the relationship. Does that make sense? It's like you need to speak your truth, yes, but maybe if you want to hold on to this person, you want to do it in a way that you don't, you know, ruin the relationship. Knight of Cups in reverse. Generally, I won't take reversals, but I'm going to take that for some reason. Knight of Cups in reverse on the Hierophant, Taurus energy. The Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. I keep getting there's something about an institution, and I keep saying maybe it's a marriage, maybe it's at work, but I'm not like there's something not right in this energy. First of all, I can say you need to stop saving people. That is a very strong message that's coming through for you, Libra. You need to take some time for yourself. But I'm also getting that there's someone that may be pretending to be a friend. Could be a Taurus, pretending, especially with that King of Pentacles here. Or maybe it's a husband that's pretending. Something is not right. I keep trying to go deeper into it, but I'm not getting the full story. But I'm getting just the sensation of something is not right. Some of you might have some kind of an impending court case. Maybe a divorce situation, and your other partner is not being very friendly and they're not being very nice. Yeah, Hermit, segregation, separation, and the Four of Cups, rejection, out of its nature, something out of their nature. Walking on clouds. Walking on clouds. Hermit. And then the Hermit has this star. The stars are around the Hermit, and he's also in an elevated position on a hilltop, it seems. And then this person is walking on clouds, but with a burden on their back. What is this? I'm trying to get this message. It's a very strange energy. I'm trying to tap into it deeper. First thing I'm getting is that some of you are really showing up okay, and you're needing not to. Actually, I was just having, you remember that Libran friend I just talked to you guys about? I was having a conversation with him today, and I told him, you know, this is something that's very real with me, being a Virgo, that, you know, the Hermit, that I tend not to really want, because I've had, you know, a lot of abandonment issues and whatnot, and one of the big things was, it made me not, like, really want to participate in certain things. Like, I wouldn't want to communicate with people that I should be communicating with, letting them know things that I should be letting them know. You know, that kind of situation. But, you know, because I didn't want to feel like a burden to them. But I'm coming to learn that some people want you to be a burden. Like my parents,
Very recently, my mom and I had a conversation, and she told me that, oh, maybe this is TMI, but she told me I need to be a little bit more open, and people want to help. Don't bottle everything in. Because I keep getting this sensation and this feeling. Remember when the strength came out and I said, like, you're acting like everything is okay, but I'm feeling like everything is not. I guess that would apply to me too because I'm Libra rising. But it's this energy of like trying to pretend like everything is okay, sh- showing up very elevated. I've gone through a lot. I've survived it. I can do anything by myself. I can survive anything. But it's not necessarily about surviving everything, but it's also about, thriving through things. Not just surviving them, but thriving through them. And sometimes, yes, you will need someone to hold your hand through something. And that's okay. And that's when you find some really good friends and you talk it out and you laugh it out and you turn to your husband or your wife. Because I keep getting this feeling like you're putting on a facade of everything is okay. You're faking it, but I don't know if you're going to make it if you keep faking it. Some of you are making it already, but you're doing so with the help of others, or you're needing to reach out and let others help you. And that's a weird thing to say to Libra because you guys are such chatterboxes. You guys like to talk. Again, I'm getting be careful. Something is not right. I don't know. Especially if you're dealing with an earth sign in a marriage, or if you have like this earth sign at work and you know their sign, and like they might be friendly to you or with you, but I feel like you need to keep an eye on them, Libra. The Hermit again. The Magician, the ability to create everything, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, 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 yes. First things first, stop trying to save people, Libra. Take time for yourself. Take time. That Hermit is so important. Yes, that energy keeps hitting me. I keep getting this message that you need to segregate. And I know it sounds contradictory because I'm saying on one hand, but when I say segregate, I mean segregate to give yourself to self-nurture and maybe, yes, communicate with other people that can help you through that process of getting back to yourself. But because, again, it sounds contradictory, but those who get what I'm trying to say get what I'm trying to say. Take some time off for yourself where you're not investing in other people. Nurture yourself. Because I feel like there are things you want to achieve and there are places you want to go and there are things you want to say and realities you want to experience, but you give so much and you've given so much, whether in advice, in the form of advice or time or energy or even money to other people, and maybe at work you're going over and above, and I feel like someone, especially if it's at work or in a marriage, I feel like someone is going to take advantage of that, especially at work. Be careful with your ideas at work, especially with people that you're close to. If you have a presentation or some kind of a thing that you need to do, where ideas need to be generated, be careful with that because I feel like someone is going to try to take an idea, and I feel like there would be someone that shows up very friendly to you, but they don't have your best interest at heart. They only care about themselves. They're only in it for what they can get out of it. So be very careful about that. But on the flip side, so I want you to take time and not rush in to save all the other, like, let's say maybe you guys have cubicles and sections and this team works on that and that team works on that and that kind of thing, group projects and whatnot. Don't overexert yourself trying to carry the weight of your other partners, or don't leave your group to go help this other group because you're friends with them and whatnot and give them ideas. Don't do that. Take time. Libra, god damn it, take time for yourself. It is so important. That keeps coming up. Take time for yourself because you've either gone through something really tough or you're going to be going through something really tough, and you're going to need to really take time to protect yourself, heal yourself, nurture yourself, get back to yourself. It's all about Libra right now, is what I want to say. It's all about you at this period, like at this point in time, Libra. It's all about you right now. That's very important that you hear that message. It's all about you. Don't kill yourself trying to save it. It's all about you right now. So do you some good. 'Cause, get back to yourself. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. I hope that made sense. I know I kind of went all over the place and maybe the message was too specific, but thanks for being here. If you want a private reading, check the description box down below. Thank you, and stay blessed, and I wish you the best. Bye-bye.